WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5.
A unit with the Michigan Army National Guard is headed overseas to support the U.S. European Command. It is our top story today at 5. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. A deployment ceremony was held today in Grand Ledge, where families said their goodbyes. Rachel Ramsey was there. She's here for you now with their emotional farewells.
The helicopters right behind me are preparing to take some members of the Michigan Army National Guard to Texas, where from there they'll head to the country of Kosovo for Operation Joint Guardian.
But before the soldiers left, they said see you later to their family and friends.
This is that last opportunity to give the hugs and kisses that you wish you could have done more of.
This is Captain Timothy Mapley's first deployment. He's one of around 100 soldiers headed to Europe for a year. The captain says he's excited to put his intense training to work, but goodbyes are tough.
These ceremonies are incredibly important. It's that little bit of closure, that last opportunity for the family to say goodbye, watch their aviators go fly off into the sunset.
It's Lieutenant Colonel Brian Snook's third deployment and third time saying goodbye to his family. He says support from loved ones is the true bedrock for service members.
That is what is going to keep you in and able to continue to serve this great country.
His wife and kids will miss him a lot. But Lieutenant Colonel Snook says for this deployment, technology will help them get by.
Just make sure we're keeping in contact and always talking.
What's going through your head?
A lot of emotions, but at least I still will be able to see him over FaceTime.
Whether it is just over the phone for a few minutes or, hey, just getting to see my beautiful family's face, that is what is going to keep me going through the entire move.
And there they go. That's about 20 of the 100 soldiers who are being deployed. They're making their way to Texas, and the rest will follow shortly. Here for you in Grand Ledge, Rachel Ramsey, 6 News.
Thank you, Rachel. We wish them well. President Trump's controversy with Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell and his tariff fight with China unnerved the markets earlier this week, but softer tones from the president on both issues has investors now buying. Natalie Brand is here for you with the very latest from Washington.
President Trump made a surprise appearance on the lawn behind me, not far from our tents here. Reporters shouted to see if he would come over and talk. He did end up answering a few questions and said that he's going to have a fair trade deal with China. President Trump made an unexpected appearance this morning on the White House lawn, where he said there are plans to put up a new flagpole.
We're putting up a beautiful, almost 100-foot tall American flag on this side and another one on the other side, 2 flags.
Before walking back inside, he took some questions on trade negotiations, including with China.
We are going to have a fair deal with China. It's going to be fair.
Are you talking to them actively now?
Actively. Everything's active. Everybody wants to be a part of what we're doing.
China's foreign ministry said Wednesday the door to talks is wide open. Stock markets opened sharply up at the start of trading Wednesday after the president said on Tuesday the 145% tariff on Chinese imports will be substantially lowered. President Trump also softened his tone on Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, now saying he has no plans to fire him.
None whatsoever. Never did. The press runs away with things. No, I have no intention of firing him.
Trump advisor Elon Musk told Tesla investors Tuesday that his work with Doge will be winding down, though he said he may still spend a day or two a week on government matters. It's also important to note that Musk is considered a special government employee, and there are government rules that a person with that designation is not supposed to work more than 130 days within a calendar year. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Now, in the meantime, an Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs research poll suggests Americans' trust in President Trump to bolster the U.S. economy is fading. Roughly half of U.S. adults say the Republican president's trade policies will increase prices a lot, while another 3 in 10 think prices could rise somewhat. And about half of Americans say they're extremely or very concerned about the possibility of the U.S. economy going into recession within the next few months. A federal judge pushes back against President Trump's overhaul of the nation's voting practices, blocking the Trump administration from immediately enacting certain changes to how federal elections are run. This includes adding a proof of citizenship requirement to the federal voter registration form. The president had called for that and other sweeping changes to U.S. elections in an executive order signed back in March. U.S. District Judge Colleen Kohler-Kotel sided with voting rights groups and Democrats today to grant a preliminary injunction to stop the citizenship requirement from moving forward while that lawsuit plays out. Crime Stoppers of Mid-Michigan held its annual breakfast and fundraising event this morning. Representatives from each of the 5 counties turned out for this annual event, which featured a presentation on artificial intelligence in partnership with crime prevention. It's still one of the most important events for Crime Stoppers of the year.
It's one of our biggest fundraisers. We don't try not to raise too many funds, but to pay out tips for criminal rewards, to pay out our Fast 50 programs in high schools does require some budget covering. So this is a big fundraiser for that. We bring in law enforcement from all around the area. We cover Ingham, Eaton, Clinton, Jackson, Shiawassee counties. They join us along with some of our business partners. We put on a great presentation. Today's focus is on artificial intelligence and how its role will be in crime prevention in the future.
Crime Stoppers of Mid-Michigan is a nonprofit alliance of community, media here, TV6, and local law enforcement partners. It encourages community members to call the anonymous tip line to help solve felony crimes throughout our 5-county area. Well, the 6th annual Izzo Legacy Walk, Run, Roll event takes place on Sunday with all the proceeds benefiting several local charities. And one of those charities is Origami Rehabilitation. It provides comprehensive rehabilitation for children, adolescents, and adults with neurological, developmental, mental health, and orthopedic conditions through their residential and outpatient programs. Officials there say donations like this can make a really big difference.
With that funding, and also at the end of the event, the Izzo Legacy Group, they will also do some grants, and we've been able to secure equipment to help us with our therapies at our new location on Green Lawn, which has been phenomenal.
And if you'd like to take part, there's still time. You can find more information on the Izzo Legacy Run, Walk, Roll on our website, WLNS.com, and you can actually register the day of the event.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We had a very nice day across the area today, very summer-like in my opinion, and we're going to continue to see those very warm days in the forecast up ahead. But take a look at our Skyview network cam, McLaren. We're looking at some bright green grass, and the trees are just starting to pop as well. Honestly, it's going to feel a lot like spring and almost summer here over the next couple of days. Beautiful picture-perfect skies across the capital, 80 degrees, feeling like 79. Honestly, very nice overall. We're going to continue to see a little bit of some clouds, temperatures into the 80s into Grand Ledge, feeling like 80 degrees as well. Down into Hillsdale, just a little bit of some fair weather clouds, 83 degrees, feeling like 83 degrees. And we're also looking at Jackson, temperatures into the 80s as well, feeling a little bit cooler because of a little bit of a wind. But all that wind is going to make us feel a little bit warmer because it's coming from the southeast. Satellite radar showing some very light clouds overall, not a cloud, or some rain showers in the forecast for tonight or even for the rest of the day. Zooming out, our next weather system is organizing itself well off to our west, and we'll continue to see it coming into the area for later tonight into tomorrow. Tonight, though, we do stay dry as we continue to see those clouds increase, and then as we head into the day tomorrow, we do see just a little bit of some clouds and maybe a few showers. It isn't until later in the afternoon and evening that a line of storms do move in, and these are just going to be your general thunderstorms moving in for tomorrow, so nothing too big to worry about. We'll still see those clouds on Saturday, and then as we head into the day on Sunday, clouds do clear, and we'll see perfect conditions in the forecast for the Izzo Run. Overall, though, for tonight, we'll see temperatures drop back down into the 50s, around 54 degrees for tonight. We'll continue to see those temperatures warming back up into the day tomorrow with those increasing clouds, and for tomorrow, we'll continue to see mostly cloudy skies, maybe a few peaks of sunshine into the morning hours, but then as we head into the afternoon and evening, we'll continue to see those isolated rain showers, maybe even a little bit of a thunderstorm possible as we head into the afternoon and even into the evening. As we head into 9 o'clock, we'll continue to see those temperatures into the 50s with those showers as well. We're still going to see temperatures well above average for tonight or for tomorrow, and we're also going to continue to see those temperatures above average as we head into the next couple of days. We'll see our temperatures into the 70s for Friday, and then as we drop into the 50s for the weekend, and then we'll drop back up, or we'll rise back up into the 60s and 70s for the rest of the week and even into the upcoming work week. So overall, our warm pattern is still sticking in the forecast, but we'll finally see some nice weather as we head into the day on Saturday and even into Sunday with temperatures into the 60s.
But we definitely want to bottle this up.
Honestly, just take it all in. I mean, I'm thinking about putting air conditioners in because those overnight lows are just a little bit too warm for me.
Okay, you heard it here first. Thanks, Kelsey. Coming up on 6 News at 5, the Pistons are in the playoffs. We'll have a live report from Detroit when we return, so keep it right here. That and much more straight ahead on 6 News at 5.